we're gonna attempt cooking on this channel. So it is literally Monday. I had no work today. I have not been doing anything but sitting around. I am making a chicken parmesan pasta bake whatever, and I'm doing crescent rolls with like garlic butter on top. So it's like kind of random. So I'm literally using frozen chicken strips because I don't want to actually make the like chicken parmesan BS. So literally I go to Schnucks, so that's what I have. They got to be cooked for like 25 minutes, but I think, or no, only like 10 minutes. I was wrong. Okay, let's do that. So the pans I need, well, all my pans I think are dirty down there. I got a bunch of pans that we just cleaned. Don't mind my dirty sink. We'll use the big boy. Kind of guessing how many we're gonna do just because the recipe I said was like, do as much chicken as you want. So I don't know how much is gonna feed two of us, honestly. So yeah, so I'll show you guys when I'm done. Okay, there's my little guys planted, ready to go. They are in there for 8 minutes, so I'm going to set my little thingy-majig. We'll do 7 minutes. I don't know why they do that, like 6 to 8, but then say that I was just doing between. Why not? So I gotta boil water for the pasta. So let me get my pan and we'll be back. Here is my big thing I always use. My sink's right here, so I just fill it up as much as I can. So here is my boiling water. I always put a little bit of salt in there. It helps to like not have it stick. I think that's good. And then gotta turn it on to boiling. We're gonna let that boil. She about boiling. Okay, so the noodles that I got to do this is the cavatappi something or other. I'm gonna grab those. We're not using this whole bag because that's way too much noodles for sauce to meat and everything ratio. So probably only gonna do about 3/4 of that, maybe even only half. So I'm just gonna wait because I'm waiting for the water to boil a little bit more. It's kind of there, but not all the way. Let's see if I can pour this in. Whoa. I think that's about as much as we're gonna do, so about half the bag. Now we're gonna set that for like 10 minutes. Okay, let's see if I can stir this really well with my left hand and turn the camera. So it's actually about like 8 minutes to let it sit. And we'll see in about 8 minutes what the noodles look like. And then all we do is mix the pasta sauce and put cheese and stuff and put the chicken on top. So we'll get back when we are assembling all of it. I almost forgot about the crescent rolls. This is my life every day. So I don't even know what these cook at or anything. So let's look. Shoot. Where are the thingamajigs? So these are the ones I'm using. They're just the ready to bake crescent rolls. Butter. Even though I'm gonna add even more butter on it. Oh my gosh, I didn't look at it. So these only need to be preheated to 350, but if I am not mistaken, the actual bake itself is at 375. So, and then I'm gonna make them into the little thingamajigs, little rolls, and then I am going to put a little bit of butter and garlic and a little bit of Italian seasoning. Make some taste. Mwah. I've only done them a few times, but they're so good every time. Okay, now we're back. So my face won't be in this very much. This is the pan we're gonna use for the crescent rolls. So just because I don't think we necessarily need a big one. Well, actually I have another one that's like a little bit bigger. So give me 1 sec. This one should work a lot better just because I gotta roll them and all that fun stuff. So let me get the thing. Oh God. I hate opening these things. Anybody else? I think I just fully messed that up. Okay. Let's see if I can get it to open up nice. Normally, oh Jesus, they don't open very well for me. Oh shit. Dang it. Give me 1 second. I just had to cut this thing open because the perforated edge was not working. So, haha. Now this is gonna give me super bad sensory issues because I freaking hate touching things that are like this. Oh shit, where's the edge? Oh no, hold on. I'll figure it out. That was the biggest dilemma. So those crescent rolls weren't coming apart. Saw that in the last clip. So my fiance is grabbing a new one. I think it's like because I got the wrong, like, not the wrong ones. I've used those before, but I think it was just like they melted together. Like you couldn't pull them apart. I don't really know. So he's getting some so that I can actually cook. But while that was happening, I put these back in the oven for a little bit, those little guys, just because they were kind of starting to cool off. So they're a little more warm, so they're easier to cook with later in the oven. So now I'm just waiting for the crescent rolls so I can do those. Don't know if I showed off our pasta sauce we're using for it. Schnucks brand has really good freaking deals, guys. Like, I'm not kidding. If you have a Schnucks near you and you don't shop there, I mean, I get like 2% back on my purchases and they got real good stuff. So, not a plug, but I do really like shopping at Schnucks for the fact that I'm a broke 23-year-old lady. So, if you've gotten this far in this video, what has been your favorite thing to do this week so far, as it is only Monday for me? It might be like Friday or who knows when I decide to upload this, but what'd you do this week? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you're gonna do anything fun this weekend or in the next couple months. So that kind of stuff. So give me something that I can discuss with you guys in the comments. Okay, now I'm gonna grab the pan that I need to set up everything because I can kind of do the mixy mix, I guess, while we wait. So let's do that now. Okay, we're gonna be using this big 13x9 baking dish. This is like my go-to one. So we're gonna get some Parm, spray it all up in there, and then we can start assembling. I don't do too much. I currently have Something in Your Mouth by Nickelback in my head, and I can't get it out. So I'm gonna do, oh, not that much, I guess. Well, I guess that's what I'm doing. Don't drop everything. That's what I about just did over in the oven. Kind of just smushy down. And then I didn't even grab anything. So yes, we're gonna use, let's see if I can open this with how greased up my hands were. Yes. And then just spread it nice and good. Trying to get a lot of it, but like I use 2 whole entire big boy jars of just pasta sauce for everything I cook. So I will just kind of mixy mix. This one you don't have to like put it in a bowl and mix it like that. You can just put it in the dish. That's what I do. Hi, let me show y'all. So that's kind of like what it looks like right now. It's not fully done, but yeah. We'll put in the second one. And this like roasted herb one kind of makes it taste more Italian. So if you're into like that, I would do it. So what I always add, I am a spicy girl. I like adding stuff into it. My go-to is always using like the Slap Your Mama sauce, or they have another variation of it, I think. Oh my god. I can open one but not the other. Girl. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. It's kind of a little bit of ASMR with the sauce ones. So I will be back. Here is the aerial shot of it. I know it looks really boring, so we're gonna add some fun stuff to it. I've got just regular salt and pepper. I kind of just add. It needs something else, I know. Looks really basic, and then I'll put the chicken on top. So let me grab my other sauces and stuff I'll put in. Okay, my best friend is paprika and the Slap Your Mama sauce. That's what I always add in everything I make. So let's see if I can open this bad boy again. Let's see, I don't think I even opened this one. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't open this one. Hold on, I might have another one open. Yep, I had another one. So I really just generously, like, my boyfriend, my fiance and I really do enjoy paprika. And then I do a little bit of garlic salt because it gives a little bit of extra flavor. And then over here I got a big boy of garlic powder. Let's see if I can open this thing. This one is really difficult because it's got bigger holes, so it does a lot. So I just a big shot in the corner, so we're gonna leave it like that. And I'll mix these all in afterwards, and I do a little bit of onion just to give it a little bit more, just because it's sometimes not tasty. But I like my spices, so chaotic kitchen, chaotic kitchen, chaotic kitchen, chaotic kitchen. Here's an A's cooking fact. Always try and clean in the middle of you doing dinner. So right now my entire thing is a mess. I can't really clean up anything at the moment. But put all the stuff away while you're waiting for it in the oven. Always a good thing to know, my friends. Back to our regular scheduled program. I got what I need. And lucky enough, my fiance got it open for me. Did I just break one? Oh, okay, no. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm not destined to make these. I don't know. Well, the bake is in the oven. I'll wait until I get these unrolled. Okay, we're gonna do the garlic butter stuff first. So this is a brand new thing of butter. Let's do a little bit more, because sometimes I do more butter. Put that on in there. And you're gonna need some Italian seasoning and garlic powder. I'm gonna be a booty guru. That's my garlic powder, which we've already seen. And this is my Italian seasoning. So I literally just guesstimate. I always guesstimate with this stuff. So always make like your stuff you're gonna put on top before you actually like roll up your stuff. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense when I do it like that. Let's see. I'll do about that much for right now. And then we'll add more after we take it out of the microwave. So do it for about 20 seconds. Make sure if it's not melted all the way, put it in for 10 more seconds, but don't do it like, just check it. Okay, I have like no science to actually like doing these correctly. So I'm just gonna roll them, and then I'll show y'all the result when I roll them. This one, I think I messed up. There's my little baby. I might need another one. Another thingamajig. Gonna rip them apart. Oh, that's so satisfying. Now, I just don't really care what they look like as long as they taste delicious. Crescent rolls always tend to do that. So, the one I made, the second one I made, real thick. Real thicky. Okay. Do. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Woo! Look at my babies. Yeah, like I said, I've only done these, I think, once. Well, once officially for dinner, and then I did them as like a tasting, like a trying it out, and it just kind of stuck. I kind of play around with making stuff just because I like to cook, but I don't cook all that often anymore. So I'm gonna check our pasta bake here once the timer goes off on the microwave, because I don't know how long it's actually gonna take because it's at a different temperature than what it's supposed to be at. It's supposed to be really high, but I don't want to cook these super high. So I did like a happy medium in hopes that helps. But those are made. I hopefully have enough butter, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. I just use a spoon, guys. You don't need one of those baster thingies. There we go. And if it goes on the side, that's totally fine. I'll make them crispy on the bottom for the butter. So I just like making them toasty. So I think Chaotic Kitchen is working. I really do like the chaos of my kitchen sometimes. My ADHD brain really just like makes it lively, I guess. I would love to have like my friends and stuff on here. So I am getting married. So I have like my bridal party and stuff. So we might do stuff like that. So we'll see what I decide to do. Okay, well, I think I didn't need that much butter because I'm pretty much done. Add a little bit more on the ones that didn't have that much. Okay, I still have some leftovers, so you don't need too much butter. But I am going to put a little bit more Italian seasoning so they look a little aesthetic. Make them a little more aesthetically looking. These honestly kind of taste like, if you've gotten like Papa John's in the US, they're really good. So they kind of taste like those. A little more sweet, but I'll show you an aerial shot of them. Boom, that's what those babies look like. They look like really bad right now. This little guy right here is real bad. But they, regardless, they'll still taste yummy. Okay, so now I'm gonna put in our little guys into the oven because it's been about 15 minutes now with that in there, and I'm gonna leave that pasta bake in there for probably another 10 just because I want the chicken to be crispy. I want everything to be crispy and the cheese all melted and stuff. That's what I like. So we'll put those in there for about 10 minutes as well. We'll check on about 5 minutes in because they might get done earlier than the other stuff. So now I am not gonna clean this bowl because we might put some more on it afterwards, so you can clean it if you don't want to use any more butter. You think you did enough. I always add a little bit extra if it looks a little dry when it's in the oven, so that's why I check it about 5 minutes in. Make sure you get rid of all your trash and stuff while you're not doing anything. So, woohoo! Dinner's almost ready. I'm super hungry. I'm not eating much today. Don't tell my fiance that. He will kick my butt. Look at all the food. Looks absolutely amazing. Now I'm gonna make both me and my fiance's plate only because he's taking a shower right now. So I'm gonna plate him and I'm gonna show you, and then that's gonna be the end of the video. Now here is my fiance's plate and my plate. I don't eat as much as him. He's a bigger person than me. Well, that concludes Chaotic Kitchen episode 1. I know it's a very long video compared to what I normally used to do anyway on my channel. But if you liked this video and want to see more like them, let me know down below. Give me some stuff to talk about in the comments, some stuff you want to see. I'm gonna kind of just play around with this. So far I really like it. So I know I got really shaky hands, so this is gonna be a whole new journey for me. Okay guys, see you in the next one.